people are not still like talking or not giving that much priority like at
Mhm.
this moment in India.
Mhm.
In global
Mhm.
they are, but
Mhm.
and so why do you think like cybersecurity is important and like you might also like seen in news also like big MNC as you mentioned, there's always a threat of like getting hacked. So what are the root cause of these incidents? How
Yeah,
like what can be done to get things resolved?
yeah. I think when you look at it, right, when we were little children, our parents used to tell us when you go out, don't buy sweets or don't take anything from strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Don't accept anything that the strangers give. That was the reality then. In the real world, because our parents or our grandparents went through that process of taking things from strangers and getting into trouble and things like that. So that was the reality when you go out in the physical world. Now, in today's age, the world has transitioned into a virtual world where you can go sit on your computer and meet anybody across the globe, right? It's still like going outside, but then at a larger scale, meeting people from all kinds of places all over the world, but all virtually. Now, when you look at it, you have to look at it from the point of, you know, going out and meeting strangers. Do not trust them. Like, do not trust everything you see on the internet. Do not trust everything you get through the internet. Uh, Similar to what our parents used to teach us when we go out. Don't trust strangers. Don't talk to when you do business out in the physical world, right? You need to take care of certain things. You need to be very mindful of who you're dealing with and things. Same applies to the virtual world. I think there's a gap in that application that you don't apply the same level of trust and same level of dealing with things in the physical world to the virtual world. I think that's what causes these kinds of breaches where people implicitly trust anybody on the internet. As long as it is just an email, you just trust that it is coming from. Let's say you receive an email claiming to be coming from me. You just implicitly trust that okay, it might be John that is writing this. I think that's the gap. And then while we are browsing through the internet on our phones or on our laptops or desktops, uh, we just don't take care to not to click. You just have that impulse to click the link and then just go visit and read articles. But on the physical world, if it is a shady place, you will not go there, right? Because there could be bandits, there could be robbers, there could be thieves. You will not go and visit those places. But then there'll be shady websites, shady applications on the internet. But we feel that okay, it is okay to just click, and what's the harm that it can cause, right? And then we go and get into trouble. It's the same.
So, John, what's the most unexpected challenge you have faced in your cybersecurity career so far? Any kind of incident or any like observation you want to share?
Unexpected.
Like
Well,
unexpected challenge you have faced in your cybersecurity career.
yeah, uh, the constantly evolving landscape, as in, there are so many things out there. It's like a cat and mouse game. You need to stay updated, and you find a fix for a vulnerability, a new vulnerability gets released, and then you fix that, and then again a new vulnerability gets released. So it's always that constant race of trying to keep up with the adversaries, and then making sure that organizations and clients remain safe. That's the single most greatest challenge. Keeping up with the industry, keeping up with the threat landscape, making sure because it only takes one click, uh, right? It's only a click away. The
Correct.
compromise is only a click away. But then there are so many other things. As a defender, as a person who is responsible for the security of the organization, as a defender, there are so many things that you need to patch and close. But then it only takes one hole to get compromised.
So, like this is a follow-up question. How do you
Mhm.
approach like continuous learning? You mentioned that one has to be stay updated. So, what's the
Mhm.
process of continuous learning in this evergreen field?
Yeah. So to stay updated, what I use are sources of information. I have my sources of information, and I segregate them into feeds, which kind of comes as news articles to me at the beginning of the day. It's like reading the newspaper. Only difference is you're not reading news related to the other domains, but then news related to cybersecurity. Specifically focused, very focused cybersecurity news you receive during the start of the day. I receive at the start of the day, and then I go through those news, trying to see what is happening across the world. And